Over the past month or so, I've seen nothing but praise for K-pop Demon Hunters. No matter where I looked, whether it be podcast, YouTube, social media, people would not shut up about this damn movie. After looking into it and watching the trailer, I thought, yeah, I'm not watching this. I'm a 39-year-old man with no kids. This movie is not going to be for me. But after a few weeks, like the best of us, FOMO got the best of me. I had to see this movie. So I finally sat down to watch this Netflix phenomenon. And hey, all you, alpha male bros that only watch Gerard Butler action movies can make fun of me in the comments all they want. I kinda don't give a shit. Because K-pop Demon Hunters, it fucking rules. So I'm just going to skip the plot summary here because the plot is basically in the title. It's about Huntrix, a girl K-pop group that sings by day and hunts demons by night. Now, obviously it gets a little more nuanced than that, but that's essentially what we get. One of the many aspects I loved about the film is its animation. This is yet another animated film that takes its influence from the Spider-Verse movies. If you've seen the Spider-Verse movies, then you know what this looks like. It's hyper-stylized with like that jerky frame rate. And I gotta say, just like other animated features with this style of animation, it looks incredible. But what makes this stand out amongst others that have adopted this style is that this film injects an anime flair. So, make no mistake, this may look Spider-Verse-esque, but this is very anime. And this fusion of animation mixed with an anime personality works incredibly well. From an art design and color palette perspective, this movie is just gorgeous to look at. I still think Across the Spider-Verse is like the Mount Everest of this style of animation, but that doesn't stop K-pop Demon Hunters from being a gorgeous looking film. Then there's the story, and I gotta be honest, I was not expecting to get as sucked into the story as I did. This is a very, very entertaining movie. The plot and themes of this movie may not be breaking new ground, but its simplicity is its greatest strength. This is a movie where you understand who everyone is, you understand the stakes, the conflicts, the character arcs, all of it. It's rendered so well in this movie that it's hard not to get sucked into Rumi's journey. You care about Rumi, you want her to succeed and overcome her obstacles. And it's sad to say that not very many movies these days achieve that level of interest in its protagonist. And in my opinion, the plot of this movie is elevated by the charm and comedy of its world and characters. I wouldn't say that this movie is like laugh out loud funny, but there are many, many humorous gags throughout its runtime that it was hard not to smile and chuckle from time to time. And Rumi's side partners, Zoe and Mira, are the standouts. There is one scene in particular that happens in a doctor's office, and that whole sequence was just, it was just so goddamn enjoyable. I can't say enough how much charm is just like bursting from the frame in this movie. And I also kind of loved like the side villain and how he was portrayed. There's this side villain, Janu, who tries to befriend Rumi, and I thought his whole backstory, motivation, and overall arc was pretty damn effective. Not to mention that like his whole plan at defeating Huntrix is to start a rival boy band. That's kind of hilarious. The two aspects I didn't love were the action sequences and the music. I wouldn't say that the action in this movie is bad or anything, it's just not very memorable. I wish the movie would have given us at least one big action set piece that had some stakes or gravitas to it, but sadly that never happens. Most of the action in this movie is pretty to look at, but unfortunately, it's very forgettable. Then there's the music, which I'm sure fans of this movie will be mad at me about, but I didn't necessarily love the music. I'm not really, a musical guy, so all the musical numbers didn't quite work with my taste. There were a couple songs that I thought were kinda catchy, I guess, but not enough for me to like go to Spotify and add them to a playlist or anything. So yeah, the action and musical numbers just didn't quite tickle my fancy. But overall, man, I think this movie is great. It's one of the most entertaining animated films I've seen this year, and it just might be the best. I don't think I like it as much as something like the Spider-Verse movies or even that Turtles movie from a couple years ago, but it's still great nonetheless. I mean, hey, this movie is about a K-pop girl group, which is a movie that I shouldn't enjoy, but here we are. So just for that alone, it deserves some applause. To me, K-pop Demon Hunters is an 8 out of 10. So, did you watch K-pop Demon Hunters? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you on the next one.